Hello and welcome to another BLS Contest Series playthroughs for the mother of all par 3s design contest. We are coming into Shortwater par 3 from Rich NUFC 99. We're going to come over here and set up our course conditions. We're going to be off the white tees, pin 1. And we have normal fairway and green firmness with medium fast speeds at dusk. So let's check out Shortwater par 3. Another fantastic entry into the contest from the VLS and TGC Tours community. Rich has done many courses for the TGC Tours design contest as well as the VLS contest series. Has won some events and been right up there really most of the time that I can recall. So certainly one of the competitors that the others in the contest are looking out for when they enter. Beautiful look right off that first tee here. Looks like we're going to have intentional pathways with some bordering. I like how that feeds into the planting on the left and just kind of gives a nice border to the hole. Sightline on the right is really cool. Get a little peek through the trees there. So let's do our traditional brief flyover again so as not to spoil anything. Are we coming from a clubhouse over here? Oh yeah, we are. So we're coming from a clubhouse area. Oh, down from a neighborhood. Got some vending machines. Couple of cars in the parking lot. Yeah, really well done creating that realism there. I like that. And looks like we've got a riverway over here. So we're going to be in and amongst the trees and by the water. Nice bridge. Good use of the telephone poles as supports. All right. Wow. I don't want to get into spoiling anything that may be within our sight line of any of the holes. This really weaves through this property a lot, doesn't it? Oh, look at the T sign. Third hole, 199 yards, going this way. Oh, that's pretty cool. How do you get the 199 in there? Oh, that's on both sides. How the heck do you do that? I don't know. Hole 1, 141 yards. Wow. All right, we're in for some detail here. Looks like. Pretty stiff breeze into our face, and we're hitting only a 9-iron, so that's going to balloon it up. We'll take a little club extra here. All right. .158's our green speed. A lot of contouring on the greens here. what it looks like. Just off to the right. Great opening hole. Sorry, I was just watching the camera work there. Really, really like the look of this. Tough little shot, though. That's what I'm trying to figure out is, I don't want to be too short. I'll be down in the initial front right bowl area. Oh, how about we almost hit the flag? Let's just do that. The water in the background looks so good. Yeah, Rich has done his cameras. So I don't think 2K would have come up with this cameras that look like this. What a view there. 206, 3 feet down, and can't go left. What does this green do? Oh, it's got a helping slope here. I like that a lot. So we wouldn't be able to hold it with a 5 hybrid over the bunker, but we can work it in there. Maybe we even want to work it off this slope. Could we do that? Let's try it. Can it? Can it? Oh, one time. Oh. What? I mean, can't really argue with that playability, can you? Can't really argue with that. Played very well. I really like the just random flowers and yellow that's kind of mixed in with the greenery. Yeah. Just really good looking. Oh my. Runoff slopes abound. Please tell me there's a pin right here. Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd be happy if my shot was like in this area right here. I think that's what we're targeting. Yeah, you really have to kind of think these out. The severity of the slopes is definitely a factor. Stay up, slow down. The weathering on the green to show the slopes is working very well. also. I think it's placed in the right area to highlight where the greens are breaking when you're looking at it from the tee especially. We didn't make the putt, but we executed the shot that we wanted based on where the contours were telling us we needed to be. Little discussion on the club. Are they agreeing or disagreeing? We don't know. We do know we have 144 uphill into the wind. I really like the paths. Can't imagine the amount of work that took, though. So, got a backstop here. 52. Yep, let's try this. No, that's a push. Oh no. Oh no, that's not going to be a friendly place to chip from. Could we flop it over here? Maybe? I'm nervous. I can be happy with that. Tee shot was not in a good spot. I can be happy with that. Maintain our -2. Cameras flying through the woods, through the trees here. In Central PA, we always refer to them as the woods. It could be literally 20 yards of trees, and it's the woods. Oh, over there by the woods. All right, can't be left. .186, but into a 10-mile-an-hour wind. All right, try to get it over here and... Oh gosh, it did it again. Be friendly. Be friendly. That wasn't friendly. A left kick would have been friendly. Do we have to flop this again? I'm not sure a chip will stop. I think we do. I don't think a chip stops. Nice push. Oh no. A flop doesn't stop. Oh, thank goodness. A chip certainly wouldn't have stopped then. Oh, one time. It's an unfortunate bogey. That hole wasn't that hard. But a bad tee shot. Short-sighted myself. With a very challenging chipping angle. All right. Downhill 26, downwind. Have we played those holes over there yet? No, I don't recognize that green with the sod wall. That's cool. That green over there was hole 2. I recognize that one. So the reason I'm asking is this is really cool foreshadowing during the round. So whatever green that is over there, you know, here we are standing on hole 7, and we're seeing a green that will play in the future as well. Pretty cool technique to foreshadow when you can have visibility across the plot. I like that. Leaving my club face open or pushing the shot seems to be a common theme. Oh, we're foreshadowing that green back there again. Oh, it was this next hole. That's actually a really cool look. And it wouldn't fit on a lot of courses depending on the style. But I think it fits perfectly fine on this course. It doesn't look out of place to the planting or textures or anything. So it works really well, and awesomely creative idea. I'm down with that. Now the hole itself, I like that you can play away from the water, try to take advantage of the slopes, and if you blow it, then you're in the bunkering. I think that works too. Let's try to play it over there and use the slope if we can. I didn't get it over the next slope. This one here right in front of me is what I had intended to do. So try to cozy this down there and make par if we can. Easy now. I said cozy it. You know, I haven't been paying attention, but I just noticed here the cameras between the last 2 holes showed the next hole. I wonder if he's been doing that the whole way. I like the variation between uphill and downhill holes. Whoa, small green. But I've only got a wedge in my hand. Gap wedge or sand wedge. So, not a big deal. Uh-oh. Oh, if that spins, I'm in big trouble. Yeah. Didn't quite play the wind on that, did I? I have no idea what I'm doing. Will a spinner work? Yeah, I guess so. All right. -2 through 9. I enjoyed that front 9. A lot of different things to consider. Yeah, that camera previewed this hole too. I bet he did that the whole way and I just didn't notice. Oh my, look at this. Look at this green though. Ooh, that is a challenging golf shot. Not that that's bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're going to be on the wrong section of the green. How does the superintendent feel about chipping on the greens? What, I can't hit a flop from here? What the heck? Well, that's messed up. Well then, fine. I'm gonna hit a putter. All right. I got to give you a lot of credit on that. Because a lot of courses, and I know this wouldn't be submitted to TGC Tours, but a lot of courses with greens that horseshoe like that don't get approved because you're forcing someone to have to chip from the other side of the green. The way that you had that green sculpted, I did not have to do that. Just had to work out a putt angle and get it down there, and I made par. So, actually worked really well, even for the miss. That was well done. Over the water uphill. Yikes. This could be good. Oh yeah, working the slope a little bit. I could have been even a little more left. Yeah, you should be happy with that. Par on this hole wouldn't be a bad score. Tough shot, really. Oh, birdie would have been even better. Yikes. Okay. Oh. Plateau green with rocks around. But a backstop. Yeah, I mean, the framing on every hole just seems very well thought out. there's no view, whether it be left, right, or straight down the pipe, that hasn't been thought of to ensure that it's going to be a really good looking golf hole from every tee box. As I continue to say in all these videos, it's very tough to make 18 par 3s look different. But yeah, I think that's been accomplished so far on this one. Little lob wedge shot here. 60-degree wedge shot. Not terribly easy. Love that I can see other greens down to the left. Well, even to the right. Gotta make sure I'm not overzealous with this. Yeah, a little short if anything, but you couldn't be long here. Long is not the miss. Down over that back and then rolling down into the fairway surround, possibly even onto the path. Yeah, I'm okay with having a 14-foot putt. Even more okay with making it. Ooh, this hole feels narrow. It's a different look. Feels narrow. I'm going to try to come in through the front and use that slope down to the hole if I can. Oh, I actually pulled one. Hey, let's check out the bunkering. I haven't said much about the bunkers yet. Haven't been in one. The bunkers are great. What am I talking about? Just kidding. I have liked the bunker shapes. Like I said, I haven't been in one yet until then, so I probably should have taken more notice to them, but maybe part of the commentary on the bunkers is the fact that I haven't really noticed anything off about them. It means that they're present and they're in play, but they're really just adding to the visual and not distracting me or taking anything away from the visual. So they're probably doing just fine. What have we got here? Oh, we do have a wall back here. Now that's really well done too. Curious, why we went with a wall here when we went with the sod wall on the other side. Unless you're just practicing with different things. I mean, both of them look great. I'm really excited because I haven't tried it myself yet. I'm really excited to see a single retaining wall that can be that high without any sculpting issues. That's tremendous. We haven't been able to do that in forever. Hope that's not too long. I think it'll hold on. Yeah. Enjoyed that shot too. I was stressed. Stressed about going too long there. Ooh. Cool camera. Yeah, the greens just seem like part of the land around them, which is it's what you want. You've got the back of this bunker popped up, nice visual, and it's informing the slopes on the green. The front of this one is informing the slopes coming this way. This hill in the back is telling these slopes what they're doing. Yeah, it works. I played that a little safe, didn't I? I don't know what weather settings you used on this, but I haven't had a single problem with shadows. Nothing's too dark or too bright. That's pretty interesting. Challenging too. I mean, it's not like I'm lighting this place up, so has proper challenge. We're on the 17th. Ooh, I like the framing from the left. It feels very claustrophobic. It's pushing my eye over to the right, which is where you have the path and the steps and the bunker and a house up on the hill. Yeah, nice framing here. A little concerned this club doesn't get there. Hope it does. All right. Come on, stay up. Oh, this must be 18 coming up here. Nice finisher. Really nice finisher. Sun coming through the trees even, which I'm sure you said that intentionally. And it's a long hole. Can I just set one over here and let the slope do anything with it? Is that going to be possible? Oh, I just needed it a little more to the right, and I think it would have been the money shot. The sun coming through the trees. Look at that. The rainbow bloom on the screen as I finish up. Couldn't make it. But again, a par on a 248-yard par 3 should be a good score. That was a journey. I'll say that. That was a journey. You know, in a good way. It was a journey through the plot. And so as we look at pros and cons, I think I'd have to mention that as one of the pros to Shortwater Par 3. You never really felt like you were in the same place on any of the holes. You were clearly moving through the plot, taking a journey along the pathway and finding some golf holes along your walk. That was kind of a neat way to look at it, a neat experience. I think the greens were a real plus as well. Pretty difficult with the slopes in the sense that I had to really think about pinpointing where I was going to land and where I wanted to end up. Because there were certainly some areas that were going to penalize me when I missed the spot I was aiming for. And as you saw in the hole that I bogeyed, you know, missing it in the wrong spot. I couldn't get it up and down, and it cost me. So when you're looking at 18 par 3s, I think there has to be moments like that where it's just difficult. If you don't hit your spot, it's going to be difficult to get it up and down or to make that par. I thought when I hit the spots that I was going for, the slopes worked well. I recall back to that I think it was the second or third hole, where I almost aced it after planning out the execution of using the slope on the green almost as a Redan-esque type of slope, and it worked out so well I almost aced it. So I think the greens were a real highlight for me. Planting was gorgeous, lighting was gorgeous, just a total, I don't know, just everything plays well together on that. Even the creative ideas, the sod wall along one of the greens and the retaining wall to the back of the one green, just a lot working together. Cons or moments for improvement. As I said, I barely really noticed the bunkers throughout the round until I was in one. I don't know if that's a con. You know, when I judge the course properly, I'll go through and obviously look at the bunkers and the placement, the sculpting, and all of that stuff. Is the fact that I didn't notice them a con from the standpoint of, do they matter? You know, are they in play that much? I don't know. Or was I just seeing through them and seeing other things because I was taking notice to the planting or the contours of the greens and such like that. But if I had played worse, maybe I'd be in more of them. So I'll look at that in judging for sure. The sculpting of the one I was in was good, and I liked how the sculpting around the bunkers seemed to be informing the slopes and the contours on the greens as it should, being how the greens were sort of draped over whatever natural land was there. Another con, I didn't want it to end. I didn't think 18 holes was enough. No, but all jokes aside, this one's going to be tough to judge. So, yeah, very fun playthrough, as they've all been so far. Just a really solid contest. And so, Rich, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for taking the time to design for the BLS contest series. I know you do other designs as well. So thank you for taking that time. And I hope everyone plays this and enjoys it as well as the others in the contest. And of course, Dirty Ankle Mafia Society will host this on probably one and more occasions in the future. Until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll be back with more playthroughs of other courses in the contest throughout the next few weeks. Appreciate it, everyone. Take care.